Joonka? What the hell?
Glorious purpose!
Glorious purpose. What's up, world? Justin back with Tension 369. I'm here with
Nick,
and we're getting into my favorite show that came out of Phase 4 of Marvel, Loki. But before we get into talking about Loki, Joonka, what did we watch last time on Let's Watch?
we watched Black Widow.
We did.
Absolutely.
And it was okay.
Absolutely.
You know,
I mean, it wasn't the best.
It wasn't a bad movie.
Yeah, it wasn't the best, but it also wasn't bad. She is more of a duller character. It is the reason why I'm not really the most into it. I mean, it is really cool that, yes, she has that amazing fighting skills without actually having supernatural powers or anything like that. But that also takes away from the extensive, like, love for her, you know? And it's just like, I want to see magic. I want to see all these crazy CGIs.
Yeah. I always looked at her as like minus the greatest detective. She's like the Batman of Marvel, kind of, as in she knows like mostly all the fighting styles in the world because she was trained to know them. I do not hate on ScarJo at all, or Natasha Romanoff or Black Widow. But for me, it was the supporting cast around her.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It was Yelena, Alexei, the mom. I can't remember the mom's name or the actress, but you know, Alexei was Hop from Stranger Things.
Yep.
You know, so it was good to see him in something else. Yelena is just she was an instant fan favorite.
Yep.
Instant.
She was funny.
Yeah, she was hilarious, hysterical.
I actually loved her from Midsummer.
You pointed that out during the reaction. I've never seen Midsummer, but you know, it's nice for Joonka to see like people from horror movies branching out. You know
Absolutely,
what I mean?
yep.
But today we're getting into Loki, Joonka, and it's just Go ahead.
I was gonna say, this series here, a lot of people have told me is going to be an amazing watch.
This is phenomenal, Joonka.
Oh, I'm ready.
This, just to get you up to speed, this takes place, you know, in Endgame, the scene where they go back to Avengers 1 and Ant-Man and Tony Stark take the Tesseract.
Yep.
And remember when Hulk opens the door
and comes barging out of it?
Yeah, and they come, the Tesseract comes flying out and it comes to Loki's foot and he picks it up and disappears.
Yep. That's where it starts.
Right there.
Amazing.
And just, we saw Loki die in Infinity War. You know, it's not that Loki. So all the character development that we went through with Loki through Ragnarok and then through Infinity War, like, you know what I mean? It showed bits and pieces that he was a better person. We're getting the Loki that just got beat the
brakes off of
in Avengers. You know, that scene when he goes, I'll take that drink now. And it's that famous scene of all the OG Avengers standing at him, like doing the hero pose. And then they go get shawarma after.
Kind of.
But this is the Loki from the first Avengers. No character development. He's still pretty much like a villain. And I think you're very much going to enjoy this. I don't want to get too much into it.
I like Loki. I really do.
We also have, wow.
Ka-chow.
Ka-chow. Owen Wilson. Wow, ka-chow. And it's a great show. And I don't want to say anything else. Let's just get into it. Marvel's Loki.
Phase 4.
New York City, Joonka.
Absolutely.
2012. You see how it's like long. First piece.
And gone.
Loki style Marvel Studios.
Wow.
Bro. The Gobi Desert. Mongolia. If you look, this resembles Iron Man 1. Remember when Tony Stark crashes in the sand? I think they did this on purpose.
They all three wear such exotic hats.
Instantly into character.
I am Loki
Of Asgard.
and I am burdened with glorious purpose.
Appears to be a standard sequence violation.
I beg your pardon.
On behalf of the Time Variance Authority, I hereby arrest you for crimes against the sacred timeline.
Sacred timeline.
I'm sorry.
TVA.
Now get out of my way.
Ping!
Look at that slow motion.
You're now moving at 1/16 speed, but feeling all that pain in real time.
Oh my god.
Oh, they got the Tesseract. What job?
I feel like it's the same type of unit as like the Men in Black, where they put the sunglasses down and be like, just look into the camera for me.
Good job, Joonks. That's what everybody else on YouTube said.
Please sign to verify this is everything you've ever said.
What?
Please sign and verify.
Sign this too.
This is absurd.
And this.
Please confirm to your knowledge that you are not a fully robotic being. We're born an organic creature and do in fact possess what many cultures would call a soul.
What? To my knowledge. What if I was a robot and I didn't know it?
The machine would melt you from the inside out. Please move along, sir.
No. Take a ticket.
Tava.
Mistake, I shouldn't be here.
You're probably saying, this is a mistake. I shouldn't even be here. Welcome to the Time Variance Authority. I'm Miss Minutes.
Miss
And
Minutes.
it's my job to catch you up. Long ago, countless unique timelines battled each other for supremacy. The all-knowing timekeepers emerged, bringing peace by reorganizing the multiverse into a single timeline. The sacred timeline. Sometimes people like you veer off the path the timekeepers created. We call those variants. Stepping off your path created a nexus event, which left unchecked could branch off into madness, leading to another multiversal war. The TVA has stepped in to fix your mistake and set time back on its predetermined path. For all time. Always.
That was very informative.
You understood?
Yeah.
That guy didn't give me a ticket. I tried to ask for one.
Sir.
I tried to ask that guy for a ticket. Sir?
Thanks for Don't hesitate to let us know how we're doing.
The Asgardian Loki.
Aix-en Providence, France.
Are those TVAs? Ka-chow.
You think?
I think that's the kid who played
Do say, Captain.
Vecna, the kid version of Vecna in Stranger Things. Ooh, Mephisto! Mephisto confirmed!
C'est bleu. C'est bleu là. C'est quoi?
Let me see your grill. See your what?
Why do you have gum?
Sir.
You don't know what that gum does.
Variant L1130, aka Loki Laufeyson.
Are you guilty or not guilty, sir?
Absolutely not. You have the wrong person.
Really? And who should we have?
I suspect the Avengers. You see, I only came into possession of the Tesseract because they traveled through time.
What they did was supposed to happen. You escaping was not.
Them going back in time was supposed to happen.
What was he trying to do?
Don't rush me.
Damn it! Why would it work?
Magic powers. They're no good in the TVA, Mr. Laufeyson.
The soundtrack in the show is amazing. That subtle just violin in the background.
I'm Agent Mobius, by the way.
Mobius.
Well, I don't like to talk, but you do like to lie, which you just did. Because we both know you love to talk. How long have you been here? Go on, have a seat.
He's like, here?
I specialize in the pursuit of dangerous variants, like myself.
That's a real soda, right?
No particularly dangerous variants. You're just a little pussycat. Feather in your cap. Loki, king of space. Mock me. Big metaphor guy. I love it. Makes you sound super smart.
Yo, it's so good.
And here we go.
Oh, they're watching a reaction too.
Sampling of your greatest hits.
Here it is, right here.
A sampling of your greatest hits.
I'll have that drink now.
I remember, I was there. Funny, for someone born to rule, you sure do lose a lot.
Oof.
Might even
Wow.
say it's in your name. Go Coulson.
Don't show it! Oh!
Miss,
Yes, Mr. Cooper.
you might want to take a look at that nose. I have a bomb.
Guy who ended up he got a parachute and jumped out of a plane and they never found him.
Fail to see how this has any relevance or bearing.
This is the good part.
Can't believe you were D.B. Cooper. Lost enough.
He's asking real questions though.
Back in your cage. I was just standing up to make a point. Go ahead. It won't be as meaningful now. I'll do what If you hadn't picked up the Tesseract, you would have been taken to a cell on Asgard.
He's showing him the future now, technically. This is what happened in Thor: The Dark World.
Loki,
They know everything, Junka, everything.
That is ridiculous.
always self-accepting about everything but yourself.
You might want to take the stairs to the left.
I'll never tell.
Oh! Loki got his mom killed.
Is that the first time they've shown him that?
Yeah, because this is the Loki from the end of Avengers. The Dark World happens after Avengers.
I don't believe
Do you enjoy killing?
I'll kill you. What, like you did your mother?
Oh!
You weren't born to be king, Loki. You were born to cause pain and suffering and death. All so that others can achieve their best versions of themselves.
You will always fail so others can achieve the best versions of themselves. Imagine being sat down.
And being told how you're supposed to live your life.
Talking to that variant is a mistake.
That's your position.
He should
I
be
take the
reset.
opposite.
He left the controller.
No, when he helped him up, you could see him going in his pocket.
Also others.
Like showing you everything you've ever said. Woo! Let's go, Loki!
Hey, I know you. You're that criminal with the blue box.
What's your name?
Casey.
Give me the Tesseract or I'll gut you like a fish, Casey.
What's a fish?
What's a fish? What's a fish? What else is he gonna find? All the stones.
Just a bunch of copies. See how many green ones are there? How many time stones from Doctor Strange?
Oh, we actually got a lot of those. Yeah, some of the guys use them as paperweights.
Were those from all the different timelines?
Yeah. People who weren't supposed to get them. They came here. Look at him now realizing the power that is here. The Infinity Stones are obsolete. It's also a way for the MCU to tell us that we're out of the Infinity Saga. The Infinity Stones were everything in the last couple of movies, generations. They don't matter anymore. They're worthless.
Is this the greatest power in the universe?
This is something I wouldn't be able to do, man.
Well, watch what he's about to watch.
Hit play on your whole life.
I love you, my sons.
Ragnarok.
Yep. I actually really loved Ragnarok.
It was so good.
Okay, I thought I would you. I thought we were gonna fight side by side forever.
And you do. You do.
No, maybe you're not so bad after all, brother. Maybe not. Thank you. If you're here, and I'll give you a hug.
Infinity War.
Yep.
This would throw me through a loop right here. That would throw me through a loop, bro.
And that's how he's supposed
Doesn't
to
even
die.
say death, it just says end of file. You're not even like a person.
Stop! Sit! Stop it!
I don't enjoy hurting people. I do it because it's part of the illusion. The cruel, elaborate trick
conjured by the weak to inspire fear.
A desperate play for control.
You do know yourself. A villain.
That's not how I see it.
Good shit, Mobius.
Yeah. What is
Fugitive
that?
variant's been killing our Minutemen.
And you need the God of Mischief to help you stop them. Why me?
The variant we're hunting is you.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, remember oil's on the ground, Juka. It's a trap! Run! That's episode 1, Juka. What did you think?
So, I think it is incredible. It is, you know, like you said a little bit before, it might not be that much action within the series so far. Very little, still entertaining, but the entertaining part comes into the broadening of the mind and understanding that this is the most powerful thing within the universe right now. To his knowledge, and
to your knowledge too.
To my knowledge as well. To anybody's knowledge who is only at this part of.
That's what I'm saying. When it came out, and like this episode came out, and they show you that cart full of Infinity Stones, you're just like you're taken back for a second, and you're like, whoa, like for 30 something movies, these have been the crux of everything.
Yes,
they're literally what Thanos used to snap half of the universe out of existence.
And they have them as
and here they're paperweights. That's just craziness. And then Loki sitting down. I don't know if I'd be able to do it. Watch my whole life play out. I don't know.
To the end of file. It's such a crazy concept, you know, and it's just like a lot of people have used that concept in our normal life too, where people have said the things like, if it happens, it happens. It's just supposed to be, you know, and that's exactly what this is almost portraying. But you know, in the end, I guess the ultimate question is, who are these 3 people that are made to judge that?
The timekeepers. Who are they?
Who are the timekeepers?
That's one of the questions we have. We have a variant Loki. You know, what timeline are they from? You know what I mean? What have they done? Why is the TVA hunting them? What was their Nexus event? You know what I mean? What is all that?
Exactly.
Like we've seen the whole process with Loki, our Loki, the one we're following, like how he transported with the Tesseract, he got brought to the TVA, he went to court, all that stuff, waited in line with his ticket. So like, what is the other Loki? What is their story? You know what I mean?
Exactly. Maybe this Loki is the good Loki and the other one is the bad Loki, where his file is supposed to end and he switched.
But then again, you think about it, this Loki that is on the run and the TVA is hunting them, they are going off of their set life, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So like, it's a lot of crazy stuff to think about. Like Ms. Minute said, like if there's a variant, we'll catch it. We stop the timeline from branching, but isn't that happening right now? You know what I mean? There's just there's a lot of questions. The main one you're taking out of it is, who are the timekeepers? And that's a perfect question to ask.
Yes, who are the timekeepers that created this timeline for everyone?
Because we have like the Minutemen, we have the detectives, we have all these people, we have like that city within a city within a city, you were saying. The timekeepers made all of that.
It almost looks like cells, like human cells, and just like different branches.
But this is my favorite Marvel TV show that's come out.
So far, it's pretty amazing, dude.
It
pretty
gets
amazing.
even better.
I hope so. Let's give our rating.
You go ahead for this episode.
So, you want me to do it based off of the episodes or the
off of the episode, and then you can give a score for the series as a whole.
Yeah. So for this episode itself, this is obviously the what did they call it? Premiere.
This is the premiere. This is episode 1.
Yep. This is the premiere, episode 1. I think it's great. I'm gonna give it a 8 out of 10 so far, strictly because of the lack there of action. It is obviously building the story, but so far I think the whole series is a 9 out of 10 so far. It could raise, all those numbers could change later on in the future, guys.
For this episode 1, I could give it like a solid, because I know everything that's coming. You know what I mean? I give this a solid 7. And it's going to be the lowest score that I give any of the episodes.
Wow.
Because it just
skyrockets.
It just gets better.
That's what I'm talking about.
But make sure you check out episode 2's reaction, which will be up pretty soon after this one.
Yes.
But I've been Justin.
And I've been Nick.
And this is Tension 369, and we will catch you
on the next one.